Hi, all you SPMEs out there. Today's question has 3 answers, and the third answer is a secret you're going to want to stick around for, because I'm going to explain to you the key difference, one of the big differences between publishing with comics and publishing normal Kindle or normal self-published books. So let's get into it. The question that was sent in to me today was how to self-publish comics. Now, this is an excellent question because we know comics are dealing with graphics and images, and that's going to require some additional formatting. And how exactly are we supposed to do that? Because with a normal book, we would simply write the book, we'd put it into standard text format, and then we could transfer it to the different formats it's going to be in when we're going to put it out onto the different platforms that we're going to push it through, whether we're going through Kindle or these other ones. But when it comes to comics, which format should it be in? How exactly should we do it so that the book comes out in the correct format? This is Chris Baird from selfpublishingmadeeasynow.com. Click the subscribe bell if you'd like for me to make more videos like this one. And check out below in the description and you will find my free self-publishing checklist to make sure you're not missing any of the key steps or making mistakes on self-publishing. So, how to self-publish comics? Well, let me tell you a little bit about my own story. When I first started, my books involved publishing text. But then I began to understand that you can use your books to sell other of your books, which meant it would be strategic for me to include covers inside of my books that would link to the other books. Because a person clicks on, if they like your book, they click on a link and they buy your next book or your other books in the series if you happen to be doing like novels that are all in a series. And that meant that I needed to make sure that my images were properly formatted and spaced properly on the pages that I would be doing them. And I went through a number of tools and experimented with things until I found the correct tool for me, which was Jutoh, which you can find below, my affiliate link in the description below for that piece of software, which I still regularly use. But that was to put the image in. But not only that, I had my children produce books. And the books that they produced before they were even able to write was dealing with, again, they were dealing with graphic books like comics. And so they would put together comics, and I needed to be able to put them into the right format in order to ensure that when they got onto Kindle or print or EPUB on maybe one of the other sources, that they would look correct. So what exactly is the correct solution to making this all happen? That was what I needed to explore and figure out. So, how to self-publish comics? Well, the answer is first you need to have a formatting program built to handle these graphics. And the one that I use is Jutoh. And the thing that I really like about Jutoh is that it has all of the spacing and things, and it understands the complexities of the different formats, and it removes any weird spacing issues and such that would be normally showing up if you attempted to do this in just Word and go straight into a MOBI file, EPUB, or PDF from there. So it has 100% of control over the way these images and the graphics are going to be put together to ensure that your reader is going to have the absolute best experience when doing comics for the books that they're going to be reading your comics, and they're going to want it to flow from one end to the next. And this is by far the best program to use for this exact purpose. So, number 2, your paperback books are going to earn less. That's another issue you just need to know right out the gateway with regards to your comics. It's because you're having images, and most likely colored images, and the print process requires additional costs associated with that. So the royalties will be lower. But on the other hand, if you have an audience and you're good at able to create these comics, you can make an insane amount of money. So comics are a great way of putting books onto the market that people are going to love to read if you have the skill, but you do need to know you need the right formatting program, and you also need to make sure you understand that it's going to take a little bit of a cut out of your royalties, actually quite a big cut. I chose on my covers to actually put them in black and white in order to save money, but I understand completely with your comics, you're not going to want to go hit that route. You're going to definitely want to put them in color. People will expect them in color unless black and white is your thing. The secret answer of the day is, well, what is that key difference between standard publishing and comics? And the answer is there really is no difference between publishing comics and publishing normal books. The process is identical. It's going to be exactly the same thing for both of these particular products. and you're going to be able to do marketing and all of the other things almost identically. We're going to run ads, we're going to do all of these things, and nothing else really changes. The only thing you need to get right is the formatting, and so you're definitely going to want to check out the Jutoh program. So that's the key to making sure that it comes out correct, both on your print, EPUB, and your Mobi file. So how to self-publish comics? What have you found? Have you found that maybe a different program works better for you than Jutoh has worked for me? Go and let me know below in the comments. I respond to all comments that come in, and check up above me here for more videos just like this one answering your self-publishing questions. Thanks.